here tonight. She's a former mayor of Minnesota City. She then went on to become mayor of that same city. Later, she served a half term on the Alaska State Senate. She is the pride of the Tea Party. Please, a nice big ranch house welcome for Sarah Bachman.
Hello, it's great to be here. I just love coming to the great state of Michigan. Here the roads are just the right shape and the trees are just the right size and the bars are full of people that are just the right drunk. I am here tonight to talk to you about my candidacy for the Vice Presidency of the United States of America. I know exactly what you're thinking. Can a conservative woman have the cajones needed to take on the Democratic Party? Thank you. Well, not only do I have the cajones needed, but I have proven my chutzpah by tirelessly working to get my name on the primary ballot. But the liberal media would have people believe that a candidate for vice president cannot run without the endorsement of a presidential nominee. That is why I'm asking for each and every one of you who will be 21 years or older to vote for me come November the 1st. Now, what will I do as Vice President of the United States of America? Well, I can't really answer that question until somebody answers for me what exactly the Vice President of the United States of America does every day. You see, I don't pretend to understand how that establishment inside baseball stuff works, and I don't really want to know how it works. But the Lord said, wives, be submissive to your husbands. So when my husband Conrad said it was time to run for Vice President of the United States of America, I had no other choice. My husband Connie is always looking for ways to get me out of the house and onto the streets to promote the fight of the Tea Party. He works very hard in our church's homosexual counseling. He makes himself, yes, it truly is a great sacrifice for him, but he makes himself available both day and night to give counseling to these men. He even sacrifices his Wednesday nights to go out to the gay bars and talk to these men about the slavery of their homosexuality. Many nights he brings them home with him for personal counseling. I will tell you, he begins every day on his hands and knees, praying these homosexuals straight. And many times, he uses magazines and internet web pages for inspiration. Now, folks, I cannot understate the fight that we have going against the homosexuals. You see, we live in a very strange time where a judge will say to a small child, you can't say the Pledge of Allegiance, but you should learn about homosexuality and you should try it. You see, this desensitization against gayness starts with a teacher holding up a picture of the Lion King and saying, did you know this music was written by a homosexual? The message here is clear, folks. I am better at what I do because I'm gay. We cannot stand for this. If we let this go, the homosexuals will conspire, like Barack Obama, with the Russians to destroy our country. Thank you. Now, the Democrat Party has accused the Republican Party of waging a war against women. But I ask you, where is that true war? Barack Obama takes 12 of his best Secret Service agents down to Colombia, and these men hire working women for their services, and then refuse to pay them for these services. The work of these women was hard. They were on their hands and knees, bending over backwards to service these men. They were taking it all, and they were giving it all. I think it's safe to say these women gobbled these men up. is hard work servicing men. That is why I hired Matthew, Mark, Luke, and Jonathan to provide the services my Connie needed. Now, folks, we need to get back to American innovation that creates jobs and freedom, like the Underground Railroad. You see, our forefathers, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Michael Jackson, and I lost it. Oops. But these forefathers created a plan where we would dig underground tunnels to bring the former slaves home to freedom on trains. This was true American innovation, folks. We were just in our infancy, and we created a train system that went all the way from the South, all the way to Uncle Tom's Cabin, Ohio. This is the kind of innovation we need to fight for. We need to fight to bring the Underground Railroad back. I mean, the tunnels are already there. Come on. Now, I have to say, I think that Mitt Romney will make a great, well, he'll make a fine president. And, well, he's gonna be the nominee. But anyone would be better than Obama. You see, people say that Mitt Romney is too stiff. Well, I think we need to unzip Mitt Romney and let the real Mitt Romney out. He's definitely not stiff. However, Joe Biden has admitted that the president has a big stick. I am confident that with the leadership and the backing of the American people, President Obama will turn this country around. I'm sorry, I meant Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney will turn this country around. Because we now know that if President Obama is reelected, Ted Nugent will either be dead or in jail. Now I ask you, can we really risk losing the tireless fight that Ted Nugent has against cat scratch fever? Before I go, folks, I just want to send a message to the New York Times. If you write it, it's bullshit. Thank you, folks. It was great to be here.